In a small village in India, there lived an old man named Rajan. His beard was white and long, reaching down to his chest, and his eyes sparkled with wisdom earned through many years of life. Rajan owned a strong camel named Dhruv, who had served him faithfully for 15 years. Every morning, Rajan and Dhruv would travel to the nearby town to carry goods for the villagers. Dhruv was a good camel, patient, hardworking, and never complained about his duties. Rajan loved his camel dearly and always made sure to give him the best food and care. One day, a merchant named Mohan approached Rajan. "I need your camel to carry my goods to the town," he said. "I will pay you well." Rajan agreed, and soon Dhruv was loaded with heavy bags of grain. The camel carried them without trouble, and the journey was completed smoothly. Word spread quickly about Dhruv's strength and reliability. Soon, other villagers began asking Rajan for help. A potter wanted clay transported. A cloth merchant needed fabric delivered. A farmer required vegetables moved to market. Rajan accepted all these requests, wanting to help his neighbors and earn some extra money. With each new job, more weight was added to Dhruv's back. The camel continued to work hard, never refusing a load. But day by day Dhruv began to feel tired. His legs ached, and his back hurt. Still, he said nothing and kept walking. One morning, a wealthy trader came to Rajan's house. "I have heard your camel is the strongest in the region," he said. "I need these heavy boxes of copper pots taken to the town. I will pay you double." Rajan looked at Dhruv. The camel already had loads from 3 other villagers strapped to his back. But the money was tempting, and Rajan thought his faithful camel could manage a little more. "We will do it," Rajan said. The trader's servants began piling the copper pots onto Dhruv's back. The camel's legs trembled slightly, but he stood firm. Rajan noticed but said nothing, convincing himself that Dhruv was strong enough. As they walked toward the town, Dhruv moved slower than usual. His breathing was heavy, and sweat dripped from his body despite the cool morning air. But he continued putting one foot in front of the other, loyal to his master. Halfway through the journey, a woman ran up to them on the road. "Please, kind sir," she begged Rajan. "My daughter is sick in the next village. I need these herbs delivered to her urgently. It is not much, just this small bag. Please help me." Rajan looked at the small bag. It seemed so light, so insignificant compared to everything else Dhruv was already carrying. Surely one small bag wouldn't make a difference. "Of course," Rajan said kindly. "Place it on my camel." The woman thanked him with tears in her eyes and placed the small bag on top of the other loads. Dhruv felt the new weight, small as it was. Something inside him shifted. This was the moment. This tiny bag was the final burden. His legs began to shake uncontrollably. His back bent lower and lower. "Come on, Dhruv," Rajan urged gently. "Just a little further. We are almost there." But Dhruv could not move. His legs buckled, and with a loud groan, the mighty camel collapsed onto the dusty road. All the bags and boxes tumbled down around him. "Dhruv!" Rajan cried out, rushing to his camel's side. He patted Dhruv's head with trembling hands. "What happened, my friend? You have carried loads like this before." Dhruv looked at his master with sad, tired eyes. In that moment, Rajan understood. It was not just one heavy load that had broken his camel. It was the accumulation of every burden, every extra request, every additional weight he had agreed to carry without question. Rajan's heart filled with guilt and sorrow. He quickly removed all the loads from Dhruv's back. He brought water and let the camel rest in the shade of a nearby tree. He stayed with Dhruv the entire day, caring for him, talking to him, asking for forgiveness. That evening, Rajan made a decision. He returned all the goods to their owners and explained that his camel needed rest. Some people were angry, some complained, but Rajan stood firm. "I have been unfair to my faithful friend," he told them. "I kept adding burdens to his back, thinking he could carry everything. I forgot that even the strongest have limits." For the next week, Rajan let Dhruv rest completely. He gave him the finest food and washed him with cool water every day. He spoke to him with love and promised to never burden him unfairly again. When Dhruv recovered his strength, Rajan made new rules. He would only accept 1 or 2 jobs per day, no more. If the load was too heavy, he would say no, even if the payment was good. He learned to protect his camel from the endless demands of others. One day, the wealthy trader returned. "I have more copper pots to transport," he said. "I will pay you triple this time." Rajan shook his head. "I already have 2 loads for today. That is enough for Dhruv. I cannot accept more." The trader was surprised. "But it is good money. Surely your camel can handle it." "My camel can handle many things," Rajan replied with a gentle smile. "But I have learned that just because he can carry something does not mean he should. Every burden has weight, and even small additions can break the strongest back. I will not let that happen again." The trader left disappointed, but Rajan felt peace in his heart. From that day forward, Rajan and Dhruv worked together differently. Rajan became known not for accepting every job, but for knowing when to say no. Other camel owners in the village began to learn from his example. They realized that protecting their animals meant setting boundaries, even when it was difficult. Years passed, and Dhruv remained strong and healthy until his old age. He carried loads faithfully, but never more than he should. And Rajan's white beard grew even longer as he shared his wisdom with younger villagers. "Remember," he would tell them, "the heaviest loads are not always the ones you can see. Sometimes the smallest addition is the one that breaks you. Learn to carry only what is truly yours to carry. Do not accept every burden that others try to place upon you." The story of Rajan and Dhruv spread throughout the village and beyond. It taught people an important lesson: that saying no is not selfishness, but wisdom. That protecting yourself and those you care about sometimes means refusing what others ask of you. That even the strongest have limits, and respecting those limits is the truest form of strength. And so, the old man with the white beard and his faithful camel taught everyone that you should never carry what isn't yours to carry, for every load has weight, and every burden has a breaking point. Remember, be strong, but also be wise. Know your limits and protect them. You cannot help others if you break yourself trying to carry their burdens.